Disclaimer. Dreadful shadows taking no responsibilities for errors or omissions in the contents of the service. In no event shall dreadful shadows be liable for any special, direct, indirect, mental, physical, consequential, or incidental damages for any damages whatsoever, whether in an action of contract, negligence or other tort, arising out of or in connection with the use of the service or the contents of the service. Dreadful Shadows channel reserves the right to make additions, deletions, or modification to the contents on the service at any time without prior notice. Watch at your own risk.
The graveyard stretched out before me, a realm of forgotten souls and fading memories. The moon hung low, casting a pale, eerie glow over the tombstones that stood like silent sentinels in the night. I stepped cautiously between the graves, my footsteps muffled by the damp earth beneath my feet. There was a weight in the air, a palpable sense of unease that seemed to seep into my bones. I had always found solace in cemeteries, a strange comfort in the silence and solitude they offered. But tonight was different. Tonight, as I wandered deeper into the heart of the graveyard, a creeping sensation of being watched gnawed at the edges of my mind. I couldn't shake the feeling that something, or someone, was lurking just beyond my field of vision. I tried to dismiss my unease as mere paranoia, a trick of my imagination playing tricks on me in the moonlight. Yet, with each passing step, the feeling intensified. The shadows seemed to writhe and twist, taking on sinister shapes that danced at the periphery of my vision. The wind whispered through the trees, carrying with it faint, ghostly whispers that I couldn't quite make out. I reached a particularly old and weathered tombstone, its inscription barely legible after years of exposure to the elements. As I traced my fingers over the grooves of the letters, a sudden chill ran down my spine. The air around me grew colder, and I could feel a presence, a malevolent energy, coalescing around me. My breath quickened as I turned to leave, but something held me in place. It was as if an invisible force was tethering me to that spot, its grip unrelenting. Panic clawed at the edges of my mind as I struggled against the unseen bonds, my heart racing in my chest. And then, a voice, a soft, insidious whisper, echoed in my ear, sending a jolt of terror through my veins.
Why do you run when you are one of us?
The words seemed to come from all around me, their source impossible to pinpoint. I spun around, my eyes darting wildly as I searched for the source of the voice. But there was no one there. Only the tombstones and the shadows that seemed to grow darker and more oppressive with each passing moment. A mirthless laughter echoed through the air, chilling me to the core.
You cannot escape your true nature.
Its words dripping with malice.
Embrace it. Embrace us.
Fear clenched at my heart, and I stumbled back, my mind a whirlwind of confusion and terror. The ground beneath me seemed to shift, the graves rising up like gnarled hands reaching for me. I screamed, a primal sound that reverberated through the graveyard, and finally, the invisible bonds released me. I fled, my footsteps echoing off the tombstones as I raced toward the exit. The wind howled, carrying with it the mocking laughter that seemed to chase after me. I burst through the gates, my breath coming in ragged gasps, and collapsed onto the grass beyond, my heart still pounding in my chest. As I lay there, trembling and shaken, I couldn't shake the feeling that I had glimpsed something beyond the veil of reality, something ancient and malevolent that had been awakened by my presence. And though I had escaped the graveyard physically, a part of me remained trapped within its chilling embrace, forever haunted by the whispered promises of a darkness that sought to claim me as its own. If you like the content, please hit a like and subscribe button, it helps the channel continue to grow. Thanks. I'll see you all again on another episode of The Dreadful Shadows.